Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be bringing you something very new. Okay, so a friend of mine has always been asking me how I do to watch my corn for corn chaff. That's corn and beans stew. So after explaining it to her, I just decided to make this video so that I can sell some of it out there. And before we continue, I first of all want to say happy Christmas and New Year. It's a festive period and I want to know what you've been preparing for this period. So the first thing we're going to go do is I'm going to measure the quantity of corn I want to wash. So I always store my corn in a bottle, just to avoid weevils and some other kind of insects. So when I store them in a bottle, it takes a little longer and it preserves them really good. So this is just me trying to look if the corn is dirty, the filings that are always in the corn. After doing that, I noticed that it was not very dirty and I just decided to go on ahead and put it in my pot just like that without even washing it, because later I'm going to wash it. So this is me after my fire is well fixed. I'm going to stand the pot on the fire, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take kanwa and bicarbonate. So kanwa is just a way or something we use in making actual soup. So I'm going to add some in the pot. Let me know in case you want to know how to make this kanwa, and I'm going to explain it to you. So next I'm going to put in some of the kanwa in the pot, then I'm going to put in my bicarbonate. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to make sure that my fire is very hot. You want to ensure your fire is hot so that it gets cooked faster. So along the way I had to just add some of the kanwa because I want it to be real quick. The secret to making your corn to wash your corn faster is for you to make sure that the bicarbonate or whatever you're using to wash it is more than enough. That way it gets cooked faster. So this is the pot. It's ready and ready to get washed. As you can see, I was just trying to touch it to see if it was okay, if the peelings is able to come out so that I can start washing it. If you're still watching the video at this point and you still haven't yet, please go on ahead, subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. So I really had to touch it. I was looking for a way to show you guys on the camera, but I guess it was really disturbing. Next, I'm going to take off my pot from the fire, and mind you, when you take out your pot on the fire, you want to make sure you stand it down to cool for a bit. But this particular day, I was already late, so what I did was I had to turn it into another bowl, added some cool water for it to get cool. So you want to be very careful while doing this. And I didn't just start washing it immediately. I waited for like 30 minutes, so the vapor is not very hot. So you need to make sure you wait for at least 1 hour to be sure that it's properly cooled so that you avoid having any burns. So this is me just adding some more water to ensure that it is quite very cold. So I'm going to take it back, put it in a bowl, then I'm going to transfer the corn into the bowl so I can be able to wash it using the bag. Other people like using a bag. Other people like washing it with their hands. They just have to sit down and keep scrubbing it like they are washing a dress. So what I was trying to do here is just ensure that it's properly cold. That's why I was still soaking it in water. So at this point, I had to place a bag on the floor just to avoid some sand. This place was clean though, but the thing is, here in the Wala is kind of like sandy soil, so you want to be ensure that you do double precaution to avoid having sand. So after washing for like 30 minutes, as you can see, the corn was already well peeled, and then I was just trying to find focus to show you how it was. So at this point I had to transfer it into my bucket. Now this is like kind of the most difficult part because you need enough water. At this point I was just transferring it from one bucket of water to the next. So in total I used about 4-5 bucket of water to rinse this. So at one point I was tired, I had to leave my junior sister to do it. So when she was tired, I had to take over, and she still went over to carry some more water to bring it. I always just like to wash my corn to make sure that it's really clean, okay, in such a way that when you touch it you don't even see those filings. So yeah, I was just trying to show you the difference between a washed corn and a corn that was still not washed, like peeled and unpeeled. On the left here, you can see that this is the corn that has been washed, and on the right, this is the corn that has not yet been washed. Please go on ahead, subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Ta-da! This is our corn. As you can see, it is very clean. And if you're in a hot zone like me here in Douala, you want to make sure that immediately after washing your corn, you dry it immediately. Don't keep it except you want to put it in the fridge, because when you dry it the very first day, so it's going to be more easier for it to get dry. So this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you go on ahead, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye.